In this second screencast on working with baseball data, we're going to talk about how we actually got the data into the shape we see it here in Excel. So just to remind you, what I want to do is I want to have everybody who played in 2013, so these people here, and I want to have information on how many seasons they played, how many at-bats they had, how many hits they had lifetime, what their batting average was lifetime, and also what their salary was. So how are we going to do this? Well, let's go back to a blank Excel sheet to show you what's going on. Here's a blank Excel sheet. First step is to go out and get data, and I'm going to get it from Access. That's how I download the data from the Llama database. Go to Downloads here, and here's the data. Okay, so I'm going to want to take my information from batting here. Remember, there are a whole bunch of tables. I'm going to ask for this table here. Okay, so I'm just going to put it here. And what we've got in a moment is information on player IDs, year IDs. Oh, what stint? I think that means people might have been called up into the majors a couple times. Come up, then gone down, then come back up again in the same season. Team ID, SF National, and National League, Chicago American, etc. Number of games the person played, the number of games the person batted in, their hitting statistics, a whole bunch of things here. And so there we go. Okay, so what do we do with that? Well, next step is to create a pivot table with only the information that I want. So I go to Insert and Pivot Table, and so this entire table is what I've got here. And so why am I doing pivot table? Well, I want to create lifetime statistics for each player. So here's player ID. Let's see if I can't do that. Player ID, I thought I dragged it down. Player ID, and that's in there. Oh, sorry. Then I want to have total number of at-bats. Put that in here. Not working too well, is it? So let's try again. At-bats. Drag that down here. So count is the number of observations they have. Oh, I want to remove this thing here. All right, so count of at-bats. And that's the number of times. So for example, this person here, Hank Aaron, has 23 seasons. Okay, so I want the total number of at-bats, and you can't see it here. I'm going to change the value field settings. To be able to show this to you, I've got to go way up here, and I'm going to go change the value field settings, and I'm going to do the sum. Somewhere at the top is the sum of at-bats. Okay, so you can see that Aaron has 12,364 at-bats. I think perhaps a record, I'm not sure. Okay, what else do we want? Well, we need some other information here. How about the number? Oops, it's a little hard to see, so we'll go back to this. Okay, so I also need the number of hits they got. Okay, so that's here, and I'll put hits in here, and we'll do the sum of hits. I'm going to value field settings. I'm going to change the sum. Okay, and I got to remove hits from here. Let's see. Well, let's see. Remove field would be like that. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now from this I can calculate a batting average, but I need I don't know. I guess I need the number of seasons they played. So let's go in here. We're going to take games. It's kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to put games in here. And I'm going to change this to the number of, I'm going to change the value field with settings to the count of games. So that's how many, again, that's how many seasons. All right, so now I'm pretty much set. So let's close this. And oh, I forgot. There's one more thing. I need the max of the year IDs. If I click in here, right click, I want to view the pivot table options. Oh no. Click here. I want to go show the field list, okay, and that's here. Okay, so let's see. I need the max of the year IDs. I'm going to put year ID in here. Try again. Okay, year ID. And drag that down to here. So we already have it. So I want the max. Now to do that, I'm going to go to value field settings. You can't see it, but it's there. Look at max. All right, so for example, Henry Aaron stopped playing in 1976. That was his last season. Okay, now we're ready to go.